Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salah.
Now the games are starting today, talking about Season 9 of the Channel's National Kids Cup at the Unicom Stadium and also Campus Square. The kids will be ready to start kicking up the ball.
Yes, action time. I mean, enough of the talks. It's time for the kids to have some fun playing football. They're arguably the most popular game in the world.
That's the way it is. And also on the program, the Super Sound Eagles are out of the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup.
Yes, unfortunately, they lost to Iran in that. That was basically a shootout. The winner would have progressed to the quarterfinals, but the Sound Eagles lost on penalties. Close but no cigar for the Sound Eagles of Nigeria. But credit to the boys for being very competitive despite the very far from ideal preparations. Okay, let's move on now. Let's talk conventional football. And the first semi-final of the UEFA Champions League will take center stage tonight between familiar foes Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. This one will go down at the Bernabeu. Cecilia, I can't wait for this one. These guys, I'm sure they're sick of meeting each other. But it is what it is. They have to play the game, and winner goes to the final.
And next season they're also in the Champions League, so they'll also meet again. As long as they get into the semi-finals and finals, it's always going to be like that.
Correct.
Crucial. All right, let's get started with the show, and of course we're starting with the NBA. Big games last night.
Two massive games.
Two massive games.
Yes.
Rockets, Spurs.
Yes.
I mean, how did they do that?
How did they do that? Right?
How was it done? 1-2-6-99.
Very convincing win, and since he asked,
30 points.
Since he wanted to know how they did it from 3-point range. They were on fire from downtown. That's the Houston Rockets. But first of all, let's talk about the results again. At 126-99, that's on the Spurs home court. Let that
say it again.
On the Spurs home court, the Houston Rockets wins. They saw and conquered 126-99, so they lead that series 1-0. Trevor Ariza scored 23 points. James Harden added 20 and 14 rebounds in that particular win.
Yeah, I think it was convincing. I mean, the Rockets led by 11 points after the first quarter, and by 30 at halftime, 29 at the end of a third quarter, after which Hardy and of course Ariza, they were removed from the game. But then that just wasn't enough. Houston reserve center Nene, he was ejected at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
I had a verbal altercation with San Antonio's Dwayne Demond, and Dwayne Demond also was ejected. But that's not the big story. It's just how they were able to hold on, just making about 22 3-pointers.
Incredible stuff. That's what I said at the start of the show. They beat the Spurs from 3-point range. They attempted 50 in total. That's the most any team has attempted against the Spurs in the postseason history. So, good one. First blood drawn by the Houston Rockets, and game 2 is on Wednesday in San Antonio. In the other matchup that was concluded last night, we saw the Cleveland Cavaliers defeat the Toronto Raptors 116-105. King James, LeBron James scored 35 points in that victory for the Cavs. And Cecilia, was a very, very convincing win as well for the Cavs. LeBron, like I said, was the man on fire. He scored 35 points. 13 of 23 from the field, and grabbed 10 rebounds as well as 4 assists. So expectedly for me, the Cavs won this one.
Yeah, this was expected, but the one that wasn't expected is Spurs and Rockets. I knew it was going to be close, but then the wide margin of victory, it's what I never dreamt of. Kyrie Irving had about 24 points and 10 assists for Cleveland also. So everyone coming to the party and everyone playing so well.
Exactly, everyone playing so well. Action will continue tonight in the NBA playoffs. That's the semi-final stage now. We have the Washington Wizards will take on the Boston Celtics. The Celtics are leading 1-0 at the moment. And last but not the least tonight, the Golden State Warriors will be without Coach Steve Kerr when they take on the Utah Jazz tonight. That's the first match of this 7-game series between the Jazz and the Golden State Warriors. So we'll keep close tabs on those ones, and we'll bring you the results definitely tomorrow. Let's move on now and talk golf. Cecilia, the Zurich Open of New Orleans
finally ended. I mean, rain disrupted and all that, but then you have Cameron Smith and our Swede Jonas Blaze. Jonas Blaze. I mean, he was the one who won. Both of them won the Zurich classes in New Orleans in the event. In the playoffs, that was after rain disrupted the game on Sunday. They had to play the final round on Monday morning. But we have a winner here. Yeah,
we have our winners. I mean, like I said, a lot of issues, especially with thunderstorm, but it's finally over now. And those are the two guys that won this particular tournament, Cameron Smith and Jonas Blake. So congratulations to both of them.